Hello, thank you very much for watching another episode of Book Talk. I am going to be talking about two books today because neither one is atrociously big. So there's not much to talk about in either book. The first book is called Whalers by Kyle Farnsworth. I did enjoy the prologue. As a person who really loves history books, it's probably my favorite part of the book because I found the history just fascinating. It's a lot of most of the stuff I did not know. So it was a very much a learning experience, and I would actually suggest Kyle Farnsworth release an actual entire history book about that area because the passion he put in there was actually the best part of the book, in my opinion. The rest of the book, I will admit, read kind of clunky because it's very wordy. The best part, the best way I can actually explain it is in my other videos, writing tips from genre specialists. When I say omit needless words, because if your work is too wordy, it can seem like effort and a chore to actually read it. That's how this came through. So if you have a sentence that's 10 words long and you can say the exact same thing, have the same meaning, and only use 5 words, only use 5 words. The actual second book in this video, I will be using as an example for that, because the second book, The Enchanted April, I would suggest all readers read it because the skill of the author to basically emulate show don't tell. It's the perfect example of it. Her skill is beyond words. So I would suggest Kyle Farnsworth, the author, to read that as well. Read it with intent, break it down, see how she actually explains scenes, because when you read The Enchanted April, it doesn't even feel like you're reading it. It's just so eloquently done that it seems like when you're reading it that you're actually seeing it. I actually 60% of the Enchanted April I did not like because it actually seems like the sitcom Seinfeld, where Seinfeld's the show about nothing, but it did very well and was a lot of people's favorite show because it was funny and quirky, whereas the Enchanted April is not. It's not funny or quirky. But I didn't like the first 60% of the book, but I kept reading because it just did not seem like a chore to read. I was basically reading it to kill time when I was bored. So when I was waiting for something, that's how well it was done. Even though I didn't like the first 60%, I still read it because I had nothing else to do. I was just like sitting around waiting for something. So I do believe that Kyle Farnsworth, if he went through through his book and edited it and just chopped down the words a little bit, that if he released it at a revised version, that he would sell a lot more. Because you can find the book Whalers on Amazon, and it has 4 to 5 star ratings from people. But if you look at the ratings, it's not selling atrociously a lot. So he's only getting books sold from people who don't mind books that are very wordy. But the people who do mind aren't buying his book. Or they are buying, but they're not finishing it because it's too wordy and they're not leaving a review. For every 100 sales that you get, you'll usually get a bare minimum of one person to leave a review, and you want it to be them to leave a good review. And most readers, if they don't like a book, they won't leave a review unless they absolutely hate it. But this story's outline is so well done, and the mystery effect of it is so eloquently crafted that no one's going to hate this book. So the reviews he's getting is great, but he's not getting an atrocious amount of reviews. And the way he can get more reviews is to edit the book and cut down the words. The best way I can put it is be more blunt with your wording. If you can say the same thing in 5 words instead of 10, just do it in 5. So for an example, with the sentence, The boy walked across the road, and then he bent over and he picked up the ball, and he turned around and walked back across the road back to his house and dropped the ball and started kicking and playing soccer. That's very wordy. You can just, the better way to do it is say, the ball went across the road, so the boy went and grabbed it and brought it back to his friends to play soccer. That's easier to listen to. It sounds smoother. That was just off the top of my head, so if it's not perfect, I apologize. Again, I just thought about something off the top of my head. The second book that I'm going to be talking about again is The Enchanted April. It's very excellent, eloquently done. Again, the perfect example of show don't tell. The words that the author uses is like, it's poetry. It's the best book I've ever read when it comes to writing skill. In the sense of a book that doesn't actually feel like you're reading it. It's when I was reading it, I it's almost like I could see it, like it was happening right in front of my eyes, like a TV just popped in front of me and I could see everything. Like the skill level is just beyond the anything I've ever read before. The only thing I would say against it is it's 60% of it is a book about nothing. It starts off as Mrs. Wilkinson and Rose, two people who didn't know each other. Ms. Wilkinson goes up to Rose because she thinks she's looking at an advertisement about a big mansion in Italy, because that Rose is looking at this newspaper and is absolutely smitten by it, and Mrs. Wilkinson was right. She was looking at that advertisement. And the two start to get talking. They come up with an idea. Hey, how about we pool our money together and go take a vacation there? At this point, at this point in time, it's very scandalous for women to take a vacation away from their husbands. So they have to think up a ruse and lie and trick everybody, and they come up with another idea. Hey, let's invite more women with us because there's additional room. So they invite one woman, and the way they explain it is, however you would picture perfect beauty, this character envelops all of that. Is a picture perfect beauty. And the other woman that they invite is an older woman, and she's very set in her ways, very outspoken, very prim and proper, and very cranky, very negative. And these women, their personalities, they don't mesh well together. They're polar opposites, and 60% of the book is exactly what the author wanted to portray, just four women constantly butting heads, trying to live together and not really successfully doing it. And it just reads off as four women that are constantly bickering and complaining. And then it got interesting when Mrs. Wilkinson invited her husband because she felt bad that she went on a vacation to the most beautiful land. She explains it as paradise, and it basically envelops happiness, like the fields of flowers and lush green grass. And however, like if you were to picture heaven, like apparently this place is heaven. Like the characters are walking around saying, how can you possibly be upset in a place like this? The vibe is absolutely positive and all that stuff. But she feels bad that her husband doesn't get to experience this, so she invites him over, and he comes, and he's what's called a solicitor. That's his profession. And he starts trying to get the beautiful one as a client, as well as the older lady that as a client, because both of those people are very well off. What we would now consider as rich. So, and then in the book, while he's trying to do that, the landlord of the actual mansion comes and visits them, and he's absolutely smitten with Rose. And Rose is a married woman, but her marriage is not really a great one. Her husband makes her feel like she's a bore. He makes her feel ignored, not important. And then this Italian mansion owner comes by, and he's not old. He's younger than Rose, and he's absolutely smitten with her. And he makes her feel like she's not a bore. Like he bores her, but she does not bore him, which she starts to appreciate and get excited about. Because that women they just want to feel like they're appreciated, and he makes her feel appreciated. And goes on further in the book, and then the she starts to like the landlord, but as soon as she starts to like him and be excited by him, the character that is supposed to portray picture perfect beauty introduces herself to the landlord, and the landlord all of a sudden forgets and starts ignoring Rose, making her feel worse than her husband did. And that's pretty much where I'm at in the book right now. It's starting to get really good, and when I finish the book, I'll make sure to do another review. It probably won't be as long as this one, but this one again was a 2-4. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Again, the two books are Whalers by Kyle Farnsworth and The Enchanted April. It's by an author who's named Elizabeth, so I would definitely suggest both of those books. The Whalers, I would suggest if you don't mind books that are wordy. But even if you don't read classics and you're an author, though, go out and get The Enchanted April and do what's called reading with intent. Break down how she explains scenes. Break down how she explains people's feelings. Break down how she shows and doesn't tell. And your next book will benefit from it, I promise. But this was another episode of Book Talk. Thank you very much for watching. And like and subscribe and comment on the video. If you like and comment on the video, it actually helps with the algorithm to throw it out to more people so they can watch it too. So I would definitely appreciate that. I'll respond to every comment as well. And hopefully everyone's having a good week, and have a great day. Bye-bye.